Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
I guess it's only fair that a guy as crazy as Elon Musk is the new owner of Twitter. Man, that guy sure knows how to flex his cash.
Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
I guess getting away from Amber Heard really helped his finances, eh? Of course, the richest man in the world was also used as partial inspiration for the MCU's very own
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Tony Stark. So today, I'm going to be counting down the biggest Iron Man flexes in the movies.
Trust me, you're gonna be in a puddle of blood on the ground in 5, 4, 3, come on! 2!
I am just beyond terrified.
Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Told you.
I know Iron Man 3 is the least favourite in the Iron Man trilogy, but it does have some hilarious moments. My favourite one is when Tony is held as Killian's prisoner and he's waiting for his suit to arrive. He keeps warning the bodyguards to go away while they have the chance, but they're just like, nah bro, we're good. What follows is a super funny sequence where we see Tony trying his best to time the arrival of the suit, and yeah, we finally get the payoff when a couple of parts come crashing in and help him out of his misery, although you could say Tony kind of cheated by doing a super quick countdown. Anyway, he pulls off some sass by saying, "Told ya," and kicks the shit out of those bozos. I know it wasn't intended to look that way, but it's also kind of a flex to be a bunch of huge bodyguards with just a few parts of the entire suit.
Honestly, I hate working here. They are so weird.
Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
Ah yes, the movie that started it all. This scene is our first proper introduction to Iron Man's massive, egotistical psyche.
I don't want to see this on your MySpace page. Please, no gang signs. No, throw it up, I'm kidding. Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'll be out of a job at peace.
Needless to say, everyone loved it. Of course, the tech tycoon is an arms dealer and he's, well, dealing arms. That's when he decides to kick off a little impromptu speech and asks the soldiers whether it's better to be feared or respected. Now, if this was a moral science class, you'd choose the latter, but no, this is Robert Downey Jr., Marvel's undisputed king of sass. He goes on to answer his own question by suggesting, well,
is it too much to ask for both?
This is textbook narcissism at its finest, and I'm gonna let it slide because the shot that follows after the missiles are fired looks too freaking good. And just like that, the world met Iron Man, and Disney would go on to make a shitload of money.
I'll be throwing one of these in with every purchase of 500 million or more. It's a piece.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut.
I told you I don't want to join your super secret boy band.
Samuel L. Jackson is the kind of guy you don't want to mess with, trust me. But hey, even the legendary Jules Winfield is no match for Iron Man. After Tony starts to experience health problems, he does what any middle-aged man fighting to retain his youth would do. He runs away. Luckily, Nick Fury gets a hold of him munching on some donuts and reminds him of what he mentioned during the first movie's post-credit scene. Tony's confused, just like the rest of the audience, because, well, we didn't know about that marketing tactic back then. Anyway, Iron Man decides to respond in the best possible way. He says that he doesn't want to join Fury's super secret boy band. Not only was that line funny in itself, it also highlighted the number of fucks Tony had to give about anything that didn't involve his well-being. 0. And now that I think about it, Andrew's line in No Way Home makes a lot more sense.
Take it. I don't like people handing me things. If you just drop that there, that'd be great.
Are you Iron Man? Sometimes. We believe in you.
Agent Romanoff, you miss me?
Man, this was one grand entry. Loki's busy pulling off a bad guy act that would go on to inspire Daenerys Targaryen in the shitter half of Game of Thrones. Captain America tries to stop him, but let's be honest here, Steve Rogers is at best a glorified powerlifter. He goes on to get his ass handed to him, and things ain't looking good till the real star of the show makes his appearance. A guy like Loki needs some more firepower to be brought down, and Iron Man brings the heat with some neat AC/DC jams and plasma blasts. But before he can do that, he radios into Black Widow and asks her,
Agent Romanoff, you miss me?
Player's gotta play, right? I mean, I don't blame the guy. Scarlett Johansson's got looks that can kill, quite literally too.
I want one.
No.
I know Iron Man technically only had 3 solo movies, but I'm pretty sure this one is kinda like an unofficial 4th.
Stark, we need a plan of attack.
I have a plan. Attack. America is secure. You want my property? You can't have it. But I did you a big favor.
I have successfully privatized world peace.
There's something about rebellious characters that really gets me going, and this scene is one of the best examples of the same.
Mr. Stark, please.
Yes, dear.
Can I have your attention?
Absolutely.
Tony's being questioned by Senator Stern over the dangerous implications of his Iron Man suit. Of course, it's just a lame excuse to steal the suit from him, just like how the government takes our taxes. But obviously, Tony ain't going down like that. He sticks it back to the lousy official and exposes his attempts to confiscate his armor. He insults Hammer Corp, the government, and the senator without any concern whatsoever, and then goes on to say the iconic line,
You want my property? You can't have it.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If anything, this is the scene that gave me a lot of Elon Musk vibes. It's kind of funny that he makes a cameo in the movie as well. Am I reaching here, or am I onto something? Let me know in the comments.
Mr. Musk.
Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Thank God for scriptwriters, right? They help people remember their lines and behavior in real life so they can avoid unnecessary drama. Unfortunately, the Oscars forgot to get one for Will Smith. A similar situation happens in the Iron Man finale when Tony Stark is made to give a press conference on the rumors surrounding the accident at the Stark facility. Now, in a boring world, Tony wouldn't have made any mention of Ironmonger or his true identity, but this is a dude who loves to flex, and he does exactly that. He reads from his script for a few seconds, but then the reporter calls him out for pulling what every scandalous celebrity has always done. That's when he realizes, hey, I'm the star of the show, and goes on to deliver the iconic line that echoed the same sentiment in our hearts all the way through the MCU.
I am Iron Man.
Man, I get goosebumps just saying it out loud.
The best thing about Tony is also the worst thing. He's always working.
Work it.
We all love to see a badass, and we're all waiting to see the OG Iron Man suit in action after Tony spent the majority of the movie working on it. After the epic introduction to the suit, Tony flies off to help some innocent people who are under attack by the terrorists that had earlier imprisoned him. He takes all of them down pretty easily, and you can tell the dude's just showing off at this point. Then some genius decides to fire at him with a tank, but that turns out to be a horrible idea because it only pisses him off. Iron Man fires a mini missile into the tank and casually walks away from it as it explodes in the background. It's a scene that has no dialogue and, well, it doesn't really need it either. That singular shot of a badass looking Iron Man in front of a nasty explosion is as cool as you could ever get.
Guys, stop. We gotta talk this through. It's good talk.
Are those?
Yeah. What are you waiting for? It's Christmas. Take him to church.
If you ever needed a flex, then this is it. Tony's got to save Pepper from turning into a molten volcano, but he doesn't have the necessary backup to take on Killian and his extremist-powered soldiers. He's left with no choice but to rely on Jarvis to initiate the house party protocol. No, that isn't a Project X callback. It's the code to launch his massive army of Iron Man suits that have been lying dormant at his place all this time. Bruh, like how on earth did he have so many suits? He's even got each of them customized with a specific area of expertise. The entrance of all those suits at the same time was an epic way to showcase Tony's true arsenal, and the fight scene that follows is easily the best thing about the movie. Yeah, I know Killian is eventually taken down by Pepper, but to be fair, she technically uses a suit's weapon to destroy him, so yeah, the house party saved the day. It's not too often you get to say that now, is it?
Give me a suit, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, they're only coded to me. What does that mean? I got you covered.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Robert Downey Jr. has remained an iconic figure not just because he's played Tony Stark, but also because of the way he's completely nailed the character. A crucial aspect to that is timing, and this scene is the only example I need to prove my point. Captain America is trying to lecture Tony on morality because for some reason he thinks he can just become his dad and teach him the right lessons. Reality check, Steve. Tony's parents are dead. Anyway, the sassy tycoon doesn't let Steve kill his vibe, and when he asks him what he is without his suit, he comes up with the best possible response ever.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
And that is how you own a male, Karen. Nasty. Don't even bother to respond to that. You ain't coming out on top. Anyway, this became the most memorable line from the movie, and it still feels fresh when you say it even 10 years after its release.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
Yeah, you knew this one had to pop up somewhere, didn't you? Usually when you're fighting a giant purple titan who wants to end half the universe, you give it your all and you try to be serious about it. But the sassy Frenchie ain't gonna compromise on savage lines even when he's up against Big Daddy Thanos. He starts off by trolling Thanos when he distracts him long enough to take away the Infinity Stones from the Iron Gauntlet. The smug villain enjoys his 5 seconds of clout before realizing he's been finessed, and Tony tops it off by saying the line that started his journey in the first place. Oh, I can totally feel the chills that are going down my spine right now. He might suffer from a lot of internal conflict, but remember this, Iron Man, we'll always love you 3000. Wow, I got myself feeling a little bit emotional there. Okay, so like, share, and subscribe if you want to catch up on more flexes, and check out the description for links to my Discord and Patreon. And while you're at it, click the card on your top right to check out my flexes playlist. I'll see you next time on the TV Regent.